evening, everybody. We're back. We're doing shit. We're shitting do's and doing shit.
Shitting do's and doing shits.
Yeah, man. Intro's never been my strong suit. Today we are.
Neither has outros. We're doing great.
Hey, I did the intro. This means you have to do the outro.
That's fair. I will do the outro. That's valid. I am more than happy to fuck up the outro.
Let's see if we remember that in 2 hours.
Hey.
Yeah, we are still doing some D&D stuff. We are no longer. We're past making monsters. We're done with making the monsters for now. Although we will go back to that later because there's some cool shit, and I want to go back in and plumb through. Oh, hey dragon. I want to go and plumb through the depths of Yu-Gi-Oh! And find some of the weirder monsters to make into D&D monsters. Also, I want to plumb into different franchises. Like Chris and I have discussed going into other franchises, including some kind of obscure ones, which might be quite fun.
I'm sure we did have this conversation. I can't remember it, but I'm excited to experience it.
A certain rather obscure creature collecting fossil-based DS game, Chris?
Well, yes, that would be wonderful.
Do you remember having that conversation?
No, but I'm really excited.
We had that conversation. It's in the document.
I believe you.
But
my object permanence is poor.
Your objects can be permanent. Surprisingly, no. Less obscure than Fossil Fighters. Because the only reason I know that Fossil Fighters exists is because of that one Jaden Animations video.
I was going to say I've never heard of Fossil Fighters.
Literally
so
the only
maybe,
context I've heard about it is that one Jaden Animations video, which is genuinely great.
I think I'm now going to have to go and find it, and yeah, we can do that.
Nope, haven't even heard of that one.
Dino Pets, I think I have heard of. I don't think I played it. Was that it?
That was like games on the DS. The DS had a huge fucking library.
Yeah, it did.
It had one of the few hardware gimmicks that people actually
library.
really wanted to build for.
And now it's gone.
And now it's gone. It's dead. It's fine. We'll
Sad.
get DS emulation on the Switch 2 eventually, or whatever comes after it. Kind of seems to be the.
I was gonna say, I'm not sure how they're gonna do that, but I'm not surprised. Now, Dino King, I'm assuming, is different from Dinosaur King, which was an anime, which was wild.
Pokemon with dinosaurs, yeah.
Yeah, it was Pokemon with dinosaurs.
Think less dinosaurs, think more space. But today, we're not doing that today. That's a plan.
We're not talking about space today.
We're not talking about space today.
Of course, there's a Dinosaur King DS game. Yes! Spectrobes! You nailed it!
Hey! Because we played 3 of the fucking Spectrobes games. I don't know if there was more than 3, but we played at least 3 of them. 2 of which we finished.
Actually. Yeah.
Spectrobes was great.
Spectrobes was so good.
Spectrobes was fucking
so good.
Great. Because I remember
And actually,
you and I
the
co-opted the Wii game.
multiplayer on the Wii was really good.
It was really cool because it had that really good multiplayer.
Yeah, I was genuinely really impressed by the multiplayer on the Wii.
Yeah.
For Spectrobes. But I got a copy of Spectrobes 1 on the DS again for a holiday a wee while ago. I was like, oh, I love this. I obsessively played it for a whole weekend and then never picked it up again.
That is kind of the way of going back to older games. It is sort of the way. But today,
it is
we're not doing Spectrobes conversions today because that one's going to take some prep. Because that's going to take some prep and some time on the fucking wiki. Chris and I have a big old nostalgia squee. It's going to happen. Today, we are talking about Rangers. Again, one of our favorite subjects. One of our favorite classes. This is going to be the Shaman Conclave Ranger. Which is why I titled the stream, We Are Here with the Voodoo That We Do.
So well.
Yes. Yeah, the idea for this is going to be a much more spellcasting focused ranger. Because as we have previously discussed, especially when we made our own version of the ranger, now available on Patreon, ranger spellcasting is shit. It's genuinely kind of shit. The spell list is filled with concentration spells, which means you're usually focusing on, like, you're only casting, like, one spell at a time and trying to keep it up as much as possible. The focus with Rangers is usually a lot more martial, and the focus on Hunter's Mark of the New Book kind of neuters their spell casting completely. We fixed that in our base Ranger. However, in the knowledge that not everyone who downloads our shit will be playing with the base Ranger because either their DM won't allow it, or they just didn't notice it, or they didn't like it, whatever the fuck. This is going to make an attempt to be compatible with not just the 2014 rules, not just the 2024 rules, but also our own homebrew Ranger.
His idea, not mine.
Yeah. So we're going to make a concerted effort to try and make this subclass and any other Ranger subclasses we do fit with existing stuff and our own stuff.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some cross-checking in this one, which is good because, you know me, I love flicking through a reference book.
That he do. That he do.
So, there are a couple of things that I want to talk about. So we're doing a Ranger.
Yup.
Ranging. Ow. We're doing...
They range far and wide.
They do range far and wide. So we're doing spells. We're doing a spell casting focus. If you're going into this, you want to really push that wisdom. Unlike most other Rangers. This time you do really want to hard push that wisdom. So yeah, I think first thing for this subclass is we should give it an ability and some free cantrips.
I mean, I think you have to give it some free cantrips. That by default. I think we're going to need to pull some cantrips, some druid cantrips, and just be like, these are things you have. I also think that we should get, in the same way that basically every Ranger subclass gets spells at certain levels. Yeah. So, but I think possibly we could do with maybe having more spells at certain levels.
I think giving some bonus spells might not be a bad idea. Maybe it's sort of in the vein of the Bard's Magical Secrets, where they can take spells from outside their class list.
What do you want to make that like the level 3? Well, maybe in fact.
Well, I was going to do something similar.
Maybe this is.
I was going to suggest something similar for the level 3 because Rangers already have the Druidic Warrior fighting style, which gives them 2 Druid cantrips. So I was thinking maybe letting them have access to to cantrips from another class.
Bear with me on this.
Okay.
So, because one of the things with Rangers is that they are like well, not even like Paladins. In fact, just Rangers and Bards, I think. Each time you level up, you pick your spells. Those spells are always prepared.
Yeah, Rangers, Bards, and Sorcerers.
Rangers, Bards, and Sorcerers. So, like, these are all you have. You don't get any more. Rangers don't get a particularly broad spell list.
No.
Which is one of the problems. And they also, as a half-caster, don't get access to as many spells. As in, like, you can't have as many spells prepared as a bard or a sorcerer can.
No, I think you can have as many spells prepared. Because...
I'm trying to remember, because you don't...
You don't learn as many spells. Like, you at maximum learn 11 spells as a ranger.
Yeah. That's my point. At maximum, you learn 11 spells. Those spells are always prepared. How many spells does a bard learn?
A bard?
Yeah.
Something like 20, I think.
So this is what I'm
Bard,
thinking.
maximum 22. So twice that.
Okay. Yeah. So, your ranger's still a half caster. We're never going to get above 5th level spells, and I think that's fine. But I think we should have more spells. So, what I'm proposing is the root feature of this class is not dissimilar to like a wizard's tome. In that, like a wizard's, you get to add 2 spells, a thing, and you can change some spells in and out on level ups.
Okay.
So you've got, something, possibly an item, possibly maybe it's just your brain, but something that allows you to absorb additional spells each level from probably the sorcerer class.
Okay. So there
Or druid.
there is kind of a precedent for this.
Okay.
Which is the Divine Soul Sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
Now that is a full caster, and it flat out gets access to the cleric spell list.
Yeah.
Which is crazy good. What we could do is we could do a similar thing, and what we can do is like, hey, you have here is a set number of spells that increases as you level up, as you gain features in this. And whenever you level up, or whenever you finish a long rest, you can select X number of spells from the druid or the sorcerer spell list, and you get to cast up to 5th level. You get to cast each of these spells once without spending a spell slot.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So you could have almost like a...
Because that widens your casting ability as well, because as a half caster, your spell slots are pretty limited.
Mm-hmm.
So getting a couple of free casts.
So
yeah, like at level.
But also
3,
it separates it out.
Yeah.
So you've got like your ranger spells, and then you've got your like magical stone spells. I'm almost picturing like a philosopher's stone at this point, like a something from nature that like like a rune or something. Jay.
Yeah.
You inscribe them onto your body.
Yeah.
In runes.
Okay. Ability 1, Shaman runes. Also, just gonna put a blanket statement out here. Chris and I don't know shit about voodoo or shamanism. We don't know fuck all about a lot of the native cultures that go on with this. A lot of this stuff, at least in my mind, is connected to African and South American religions and mythologies. Not something I am an expert in. My understanding is unfortunately still very European central. We are going to use some terms. We are sorry if we do not understand the cultural context of those terms. If somebody finds this and thinks we are being horribly insensitive, we mean purely to take these as an aesthetic thing. We mean no commentary on any of these cultures or practices or anything. If someone wants to come
just here to go, that looks cool.
We're basically looking at something and going, that looks cool. We are sorry if there is any religious significance that we are ignoring. If anyone wants to come and explain that to me, please do. I think it would be fascinating. And if we discover that we have had any, we have used anything wildly offensive or at issue, we will change it retroactively. We will go into the PDF of this that is available, and we will change it, and we will fix it, and we will apologize. Yeah. But just know that we are going into this with no malice, and unfortunately very little knowledge. With that said...
Like all great white men who venture into other people's cultures.
With that said, let's move on.
Yep. Alright, so, yes.
a new person.
Well,
Hello, Neon Diamonds.
Hello, Neon Diamonds. Lovely to see you. We have a new person.
We're making a D&D ranger who's a bit more focused on spellcasting, and I've just apologized in case we're racist. It's great.
Absolutely. We're winning. Always good to start with the apology.
Yeah, always preface with the apology, okay?
Absolutely, positively. Right. So we're thinking, so inscribing runes or symbols, a symbolic language of some kind, onto one's skin, so that you've got these kind of almost tattoos that are like spells.
Yeah.
That are separate from your ranger spells.
I like changing them on a long rest because that gives you a lot more kind of versatility.
I mean, it kind of it almost dips you into this idea of being like a divine caster.
A little bit, yeah.
Which is cool because it's druids, clerics, and paladins get to do that, isn't it?
Druids, clerics, paladins, and kind of wizards. Wizards are weird.
Wizards are their own thing.
Yeah, because wizards basically
magic spell tattoos. Yes.
Wizards basically get a massive fucking spell list. Not their entire spell list, but they get to choose large chunks of it, and then they prepare each day.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I'm also, I have to say, a big fan of magic spell tattoos, and I do feel that they're not always utilized to their full gusto.
There is a magic system I do want to write at some point that is entirely based around tattoos.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, how much magic you got? It depends how much real estate you got to write the magic on you.
Yeah, you just guess it, like, you get one person who's like, yeah, man, I got really, really fat, so I had a bigger area to inscribe more powerful spells.
I love that idea for, like, a culture, though.
Yeah. I mean,
like, the most powerful wizards are the largest.
Like, the only spells you can cast are the ones that are inscribed on you, but the bigger the tattoo... I'm saying paint... I've said paint in the thing so that you can change it after a long rest.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's very much it's going to be like it's a living. I think it's a living inscription on your skin that changes, and because it's magic.
Because it's magic, you can watch that. If you want to flavor its tattoos, then fucking feel free.
Absolutely.
But I'm thinking of this very much in terms of like war paint. I don't know where it's
fair.
The text is quite small on the screen. Don't worry about it. But yeah, think if you've ever played the God of War reboot, think how Baldur kind of looks in that with kind of the woad on him.
That's I think that's a good
Yeah.
I'm good for that. And again, it can be reflavored in kind of any way you want.
Well, exactly.
And I think the important thing is it's
a D&D.
There is an ink. There's an ink or paint or etching on the skin that moves and changes and is alive and cannot be wiped off.
Yeah. Like if you want to be real edgy about it, then you can brand or fucking scarify yourself. I wouldn't recommend that, but
we are not against edgelords. We will simply mock them.
Yep. One of these days, Chris, I will make you tell the story of Titus Edge on stream. Not today.
Not today. Right. So we've got
subclass. Right.
Okay. So we've got a kind of good root ability.
You can select a number of spells to paint onto your body. This number increases as you level up in this class. 2 at the start.
It'll just be because it'll run. I suppose it'll run in line with the ranger table. Well, do you want to say?
Well, what usually
because you said Bard's at 22 known spells, right?
That would be fucking cool.
Always made of inscribed bone. That would be very cool.
Bow.
Yeah. You said so. Bard's hit 22.
Bard's hit 22, man.
So we could easily just say that you've got your ranger spell list, and then you get this other spell list, and you get a number of spells equal to the number of ranger spells that you know.
I think that might be too much. Basically, doubling your spell count.
Yeah. So you'd get the same number of spells then as a bard, but you'd only have it up to level 5. Up to 5th level spells.
I'm not sure I want to do quite that, especially because we're getting free castings of this.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Having at 20th level, having 11 free casts of spells would be fucking
ridiculous.
Mental.
Okay. I mean,
yeah, sounds cool.
That's very cool. Well, do you want to? Okay.
I say okay. If we do usually this kind of thing where it's like you can do this an X number of times and it increases as you level, it usually goes with the subclass levelings.
Okay.
So
you want to do 2 at 3rd, 2 at 7th, 2 at 13th, 2 at 15th, or whatever
basically,
it is.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah. So 2 spells at 3rd level, 2 spells at 7th level, 2 at 11th, and 2 at 15th.
Yeah.
Okay. So at 15th level, you still have 8 free castings.
Yeah, which is nuts, but to be fair,
it caps out.
It caps out at 5th level, and also you need sorry, hang on. Yeah, you need to be able to keep up with full casters at this point.
Yes.
So I think that's fine because Rangers definitely have a power dip at late levels.
Okay, and I mean it means that certainly through levels, and each of these, you can switch them in and out. We should probably put okay. Here's the cap. 2 1st level spells, 2 2nd level spells, 2 3rd level spells, 2 4th level spells. Because otherwise you're going to get 8 5th level spells with a free cast each.
Which is kind of nuts.
That's very nuts.
Yeah.
Or we could do 2 2nd, 2 3rd, 2 4th, 2 5th. But then we're getting 2nd level spells at 3rd level.
This is the thing, is we get our... If we're going this by the subclass rules, we actually don't get our 5th level spells until 2 levels later, after we get our maximum.
Yes. This is true.
Okay.
Because Rangers.
What's 8 times 5?
8 times 5 is 40.
Okay, cool. What's half of that?
20.
Okay. So... Oh, this is a bad way to learn spellcasting. This is a bad way to learn spellcasting in D&D, but we will try and run it as much as you can, because we're kind of breaking the system a little bit.
So, yeah, D&D has a lot of different types of spellcasting, and it works differently for half-casters versus full-casters, which is delightful. Or you can be a warlock. Yeah, throw away the notes. It's not
advice, personally,
don't learn from us.
If you want to learn how to do spellcasting, and sort of if you're new to D&D, play a cleric, is my advice. Because
clerics are nice and easy. Very forgiving.
Are quite easy to learn. You basically get access to a big list of spells. Every time you finish a long rest, you change what spells you have ready. You have a fixed number that you can have ready that increases as you level up. That's very easy to calculate. It's not greatly worded in the book, but it's once you know what it is, it's actually pretty easy. And it means that you can try out a bunch of stuff. You can swap it in, swap it out, and clerics have a very solid spell list.
Yep, you get lots of big booms and also lots of buffs and friends.
Yes, and also the cleric features are pretty easy to understand, which is the reason why I recommend clerics over druids, because druid spellcasting works the exact same way. It's just that druids
get confusing.
Druids have much more confusing abilities. Like wild shape is probably one of the most complicated features in the game. But it's cool.
It's cool. Aye.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the way that it's worded in the 2014 book is not good. It's definitely not a good book for clarity.
They're trying to fix that in the new one, I hear.
They're trying to fix. They have done a decent job of fixing that in the new one. It has sacrificed some flavor, but it's been good. 2024 book. I would say worth your time. But get my advice. If you want just the classes and stuff, go on D&D 5e Wikidot, which is the website that is basically my holy bible at this point. Thank you.
Yep. Thanks.
They have a page. They have all of the classes and items and spells for 2014 and 2024.
And you don't have to pay Wizards of the Coast.
And you don't have to pay Wizards of the Coast, because these books are expensive. I buy them because I love collecting them, but they are expensive.
He buys them because he has a problem.
Yeah. 5e Tools.
5e Tools
is good. I don't like the UI on 5e Tools, but it is also very good.
Yeah.
Don't use D&D Beyond.
No. I personally, my favorite thing about 5e Tools is the DM screen.
It's good. If you want more advice on free D&D stuff, I think it was either Ginny D or D&D Shorts put out a video quite recently that was just like, hey, D&D is free, actually. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, honey, we derail ourselves all the fucking time. You are new here. There are no rails. We are permanently just in a ditch and speeding in a direction that we have no idea where it fucking came from. Do not worry about it.
So fun.
Thank you. See? Dragon knows. Dragon has been here a while. He knows our shit.
Yep. But yes, Ginny D is delightful. The rails are a suggestion.
She's really, really good for new players and for storytelling-focused Dungeon Masters. She's really good for that shit. The rails are hypothetical.
We're making a ranger. We're making a ranger.
Okay, so.
The rails got suggested again. Let's try it.
We've got the numbers of spells.
Yep.
I was going to say that. Yeah, that's why I brought the maths up. Hover buddy.
Yeah, we were mathing.
Yes. So, if you had 8 5th level spells, that would be 40 levels of spells, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Your maximum level is 20, which would be 4 5th level spells. So, the levels of the spells you can prepare combined cannot exceed your player level. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So at 20th level, you could have 4 5th level spells prepared, but you'd still have like 4 slots left over. Or
feels like a really complex way of doing it.
It does, but it also
just talk about not confusing our players.
Yeah, it does. I think it's a good system, but you're right. It's a little complex.
Yeah, I feel like it would be a good system if we made our own system and we put that kind of maths embedded into it in a nice, simple, and easy to calculate way.
Nope, not doing it.
But we're not doing that today, Jay.
I'm not writing a TTRPG, Chris. I'm not writing an entire fucking TTRPG. And if I do, I'm probably going to do a solo one, okay? Because I've been having so much fun playing Be Like a Crow.
I'm glad. Yeah. It seems a really, really fun system, I have to say.
All
right.
Okay.
That I think this is probably what we're gonna end up doing, is just like, do 2 first level, 2 second level, 2 third level, 2 fourth level, or something like that with each ranger subclass.
Yeah.
And actually, if we did, I mean, it might be kind of fun. What level do full casters get second level spells?
3. No. No. Yes? Maybe. Shit. No, because they get 3rd level spells at 5th level, so yeah, they get 2nd level spells at 3rd level.
Then yeah, let's scale it with full casters, just for in that regard. So let's do 3rd level. Let's get 2 second level spells that we can pick from. We can say Druid or Sorcerer, or we can say just Druid, whatever you like. I'm not fussed.
I like Sorcerer. I like pulling sorcerer stuff.
All right. Well, let's say druid and sorcerer spell lists. 2 second-level spells at 3rd level. The 7th, you get to add 2 3rd levels.
I'm just saying you can select a maximum of 2 spells per spell level. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Selecting from the druid or sorcerer spell list.
That'll be fun.
When you finish a long rest, you can select.
Whatever the wording is on clerics,
You can
I
change
would
the
steal
spell.
that.
You can change your chosen spells. Place them with new ones of an appropriate level. Okay.
So appropriate.
Okay, that's a little. Yeah. I want to flavor that up, but it looks good.
Aye.
Also at level 1, I want to give them like a. I mean, yeah, if you want to do a wild magic roll, that could be cool. Oh no, like you're talking about the reading the bones thing. I want to do that.
Aye.
If we're gonna do like a reading the bones thing, that might be more like a divination thing. You could add it into like a magical tracking and allow you to. Maybe it could be like augury, or it could let you cast the divination spell, which basically lets you ask the GM a yes or no question. Then they have to be truthful.
I mean, that's not bad.
That could be a higher level.
Gonna say?
That's a pretty high level spell.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. I do want to give it. I think we should give them at 3rd level 2 sorcerer cantrips.
Yeah, that's fair. So that's So we get this and we get cantrips.
Yeah.
And that's probably our lot. Because most rangers get 2 abilities at 3rd level.
A lot of them do, yeah.
Yeah, so like Beastmaster gets Ranger's Companion. Oh, actually not all of them. So they get a companion for them. A Gloomstalker just gets. They get Dreadful Strikes and they get Otherworldly Glamour.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's Fey Ranger. Gloomstalker
Gets Dread Ambush.
gets Dread Ambush. Oh no, it gets Dread Ambush and Umbral Sight.
Yeah.
Horizon Walker, Detect Portal, and Planar Warrior.
Let me just check I'm gonna word this so that you can change your cantrips, because there is a thing about changing the cantrips for the Druidic Warrior fighting style. Whenever you gain a level, yeah, okay, cool. Whenever you gain a level in this class, you can replace the cantrip.
Yeah, that works for me. Let's have a look at water. The heavy paranormal field of Shaman is a Voodoo Conclave version of the Bard's College of Spirits. It's not a terrible.
Maybe College of Spirits. College of Spirits is a little interesting. It's got a big. It does have a really cool little game design feature in it, if I remember correctly. Which is that it has a number of like bonuses you get. Like you roll your bardic inspiration die, which of course naturally increases as you level up, and the higher ones on the table, which you won't have access to originally, are sort of more powerful. And that I always like that as a little piece of sort of organic design.
That's cool.
Yeah, because there are 12 spirit tails. Yeah. Cool. Oh, you can also cast guidance at 60 feet, which is nice as a little thing. If you want to be a
That's pretty good.
very supportive bard, guidance at 60 feet with an action and bardic inspiration with a bonus action would be fun. So many books. Right, so that's 3rd level. Now let's look at spells. Which for them, it's still 1st level spells. This is there's ones that just get added to their spell list and they have prepared.
Yeah. Let me pull up my spell book. So we're looking at 1st level.
1st level spells.
1st level spells. We want to go in any particular direction, or we just like what would be good for?
I'm not gonna lie, Bless and Bane both jumped out at me.
I mean, Bless and Bane are delightful.
Yeah. And it kind of fits with the slightly kind of witch doctor-y shaman theming.
Could do. I mean, see if there's anything else that kind of
sleep would be
jumps to mind.
That jumps out at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I think the question is what kinds of magic would shamanism give you a bonus to wisdom? I think we're going to use wisdom a lot, but I don't know if we're going to give additional bonuses. We'll see.
What I've done is that I've said that you can select these spells from other lists, most notably sorcerer, but you are using wisdom as your spellcasting modifier explicitly, like rangers regularly do. So we're probably not going to be able to increase the wisdom stat, but you would want to focus wisdom to make this. I do want to give some kind of bonus to concentration checks at some point.
Well, you always do.
Well, just because, again, we're still dealing with the ranger spell list, which is largely concentration spells.
This is true.
So maybe we should lean away from those. But I want to put... shamanism makes me think kind of healing and curses.
I think I'm for not adding any, like, directly offensive spells.
Maybe
I think you've got freedom to pick them anyway.
Yeah.
So I think in terms of this, and again, look, like rangers, annoyingly, rangers bonus spell lists, which I have now realised not every ranger gets because the Drake Warden doesn't get them, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, Drake Warden gets a dragon.
Yeah, they do get a dragon, but generally rangers you're getting a spell of each level.
Singular? Damn.
Hunter, also singular. Also, hunters suck, man.
Hunters
My first ever
suck.
ranger was a hunter.
It's really sad.
I'm so sad.
Hunters do suck.
Because they've got such a cool idea.
Yeah, they're like the Ranger.
Yeah, and they suck.
They're crap.
It's really sad.
It is genuinely really sad. But we rebuilt the central class. We're not rebuilding all the fucking subclasses.
No, this is true. Ceremony.
That was a thing I wanted to add. Yes, the ritualism.
What?
A thing I wanted to add to the shaman runes is if any of the spells you pick are rituals, you can cast them as rituals. Because rangers don't get ritual casting.
Fair enough. Do you need ritual casting to cast a ritual just in general?
No, but you need to cast it as a ritual.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize that. Because obviously if you cast it as a ritual, it doesn't use a spell slot.
Yeah,
that's
it takes
a
more
good shout.
time.
This is true.
So thank you very much for that, Diamond. Thanks for reminding me.
I am going to go against the grain a little bit, dear brother, and I'm going to suggest that we still only give a spell a level.
Okay.
Like one at 3rd, one at 5th, one at 9th, one at 13th, one at 17th.
Well, it certainly will cut the time down.
Yes, but also, just generally, I think we have just added a shed load of spells to our already existing number of spells. So if you want any of the homebrew stuff that we've made, Neon, you can go on Jay's Patreon. where
of our
you
homebrew
sign
stuff.
onto it for free.
All of our homebrew stuff is there for free. Completely free. You don't need to pay me anything.
And it's in shiny PDFs. So yeah, you can sign onto it for free, and you can just download it all. Yeah. It's great.
Take it. There's some really cool stuff in there, and some really goofy shit.
We've got classes, we've got monsters.
Yeah. We did a... Oh, thank you, Dragon. We did a complete rework of the Ranger, because we were sad with how it got treated.
Yes.
And we did like a trio. Rangers. We did a trio of cooking subclasses, which was really fun. And we got a bunch of monsters. That was fun. Oh, right, okay, yes. The Wiki Doc. Okay, that's fine. That's
fine. Neon, you've crushed his soul. How could you, you monster?
It's fine. I won't take it personally. Excuse me while I gorge myself on muffins.
I mean, we're legit just reading off all the Ranger stuff on the Wiki Doc. I'll put the link just now.
Yeah, there you go. I'll put it in.
Oh, you did.
You do not need to give me money.
That was really nice, Diamond. You're a gem. That was a solid joke. Building off the idea of voodoo.
Yeah, making voodoo.
Fetish casting.
I'm not sure I like that for Ranger. I think that would be...
Yeah, that feels... Cleric?
Clerical or maybe druidic.
Yeah.
Like, if we were going to do something like that, I'd want to do it on a full caster.
Yeah.
Because I think we'd have more opportunity to be interesting with that.
That's fair.
We could maybe do some like trinket scrimshawing.
Okay, this is where I admit that's a word I have heard the word scrimshaw before, but I can't remember what it means.
It's a particular form of working bone.
Ah, okay.
So we could maybe do a later thing where you can.
There's a subclass I think in my dinosaur book. Hang on, I got a dinosaur book for my birthday. Let me get it.
That's fair, because I was thinking something like the Chronargy Wizard, where you can like store a spell in a bead. So we can maybe do store a spell in a trinket that somebody could wear and give an effect. Or maybe spend a spell slot to imbue a trinket, and the higher the spell slot, the more effects it gives. Oh, that would be cool. That would be really cool. You've got the... maybe! That's the thing, is like, do you want to do something where it's like store a spell in it and you break the trinket to activate the spell, or you spend a spell slot to imbue a trinket and the higher level the spell slot... Yeah, like a delayed fireball. Fucking delayed blast fireball is terrifying.
Oh dear.
It's just wait, did you cast something? Give it a minute.
Oh boy.
Boom! Oh, there's a few ways to do that. That could be cool. Like over a short or a long rest, you can make one of these trinkets. Might do that for a later level. Well, I like the idea of spending a spell slot rather than like casting a spell to do it. To give an effect, and the higher level of spell slot you get more and more bonuses. You can give it like bonuses. People get bonuses to attacks, bonuses to saving throws, bonuses to AC, temporary hit points, something.
All right. So this is a great book, by the way. This Dinosaurs book, I recommend it to everybody. It's so good. In terms of the bones thing, there's an artificer subclass called Bone Sculptor. Which is very, very cool. And basically the concept is you can harvest resources from slain creatures that you can use to craft items. And then there's tables. There's a bunch of tables. But similar to a lot of kind of ways that artificers work, you know, you can make stuff dependent on your level and so on. You gain proficiency in heavy armor, leatherworkers' tools, smiths' tools. Craft armor, shields, and weapons from the parts of slain creatures. and then you can do fun stuff with them, and you get some spells. You can produce. You gain proficiency in a weapon type. 5th level, improved
that'd be fucking
crafting.
scary. It's like, hello,
Yeah.
I have bone trinket. Bomb. Bone grenade.
Stunning. Aye, no, this stuff is more. This stuff is more armor and weapons made of bone, and a construct.
Yeah.
You can make a construct of flesh.
Gross.
It's great.
Flesh golem.
I really like this book.
Flesh
Basically, yeah.
Anyway, we need to pick a fucking spell.
Oh yeah, we were doing that.
Yeah, we were doing that.
I'm happy with Bless or Bane. The ones you said at the start.
I'm gonna go with Bless.
Cool.
I'm gonna go with Bless, just because, like, this is gonna have a dark tone to it. It feels kind of dark to me, but I like the idea of still having that extra support. And it's good. Right, 5th level.
Yeah.
We need to pick another spell. We need to pick a 2nd level spell.
We in fact pick a 2nd level spell.
Okay, what do we got 2nd level?
Well, this is where we could start with the runes. We could have augury.
Augury would be... Alright, what does augury actually do, specifically?
Yeah, by casting such and such and such and such,
Yeah,
you receive an omen from the otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action. DM chooses... It's weal and woe.
Yeah.
You had this.
No, I
I
had...
had this in my campaign.
No, I had an equivalent... I had an ability that used the same terminology because I was a Stars Druid.
Yeah. But basically, it's the same deal.
Yeah, this is just the all spells in 5e. Because when you're doing expanded spell lists, just pick from fucking anywhere.
Go forth, Neon.
Go forth,
Hydrate.
Neon.
Hydrate for the homies.
Augury would definitely be cool. I am going to see if there is anything else that would make sense.
I mean, we could probably... Healing Spirit might be fun.
Rangers already get it.
Oh, no, it's already a ranger spell.
Yeah, so I'm going to say Augury for...
Ignore me.
For a second
Ignore
level.
me.
Because Augury... Augury kind of just fits what we're doing here.
I think, given what we've discussed, and I think how excited everybody got about like having like bones to cast and things like that, I think augury works.
So yeah, 2nd level spell, we're getting augury.
Putting up spells hold them all. That's fair. I've got my little my semi-okay little app. That's what I'm running.
I'm just gonna change this quickly. I'm gonna change the shaman runes. Because I want them to be able to cast augury as a ritual.
That's fair. Well, yeah. Well, shall we make that just that's the 2 3rd level abilities? So we've got our having more spells and getting some cantrips.
Oh yeah, that's fully the 3rd level
ritual
ability.
caster.
That's already a lot.
That's fully the 3rd level.
Yeah, that's a lot. Like that's already a lot.
Do you not want to add the ritual caster thing in as as a 3rd level ability?
Oh, I have.
As well?
I've made it as part of the shaman runes thing.
Oh, okay, right.
Yeah,
I missed that completely.
Yeah,
okay.
I just put it at the end.
I'm in.
You gain the ability to cast
I'm in
spells
line
as
now.
rituals if they have the ritual tag.
Cool. I am on board now.
Like I said, don't feel bad. The text is very small on the screen. I am sorry.
Yeah. So now we need a 7th level ability.
A 7th level ability. So, Dragon talking about the bone charms, I really like.
Well, do you want to bless objects then?
I like the idea of
Bless talismans, create talismans.
Yeah, creating something. Because, like, when we're thinking rangers, out in nature, crafting little talismans and little bone charms, that's really in the flavor.
I'm up for that.
Yeah.
Well then, right. Well then, yeah. So if we take,
We'll call it bone charm.
you gain proficiency. Yeah, you gain proficiency with woodworkers' tools.
Yep.
and you can spend an hour crafting a talisman and imbuing it with a spell.
Now, here's the thing.
Mm-hmm. Or would we say an effect?
This is the thing, is like, do we want to do... Oh, Spirit Guardians would be fucking badass.
That would be so good.
That would be so
Put
good.
Spirit Guardians in a talisman, like holy shit.
But Speak with Dead feels the vibe.
Feels very thematic.
Oh fuck. Thanks for that. Dragon, you have watched too many of these videos and seen us spend too long on the spell lists. Thank you for giving suggestions.
We appreciate it
spent
greatly.
so long on the fucking spell lists.
Would you rather
yeah.
that?
So it's
Would you rather do that?
The idea of imbuing it with an effect, because I like the idea of you spend a spell slot, and depending on the level of slot you spend, you get more and more effects.
I don't want to burden the ranger spell slots too much.
That is true, because they are quite limited, but it would scale very well.
Yeah. Would. The alternative would be imbuing it with a spell that you can cast as a ritual. Because ritual spells aren't really meant for like use in immediate combat normally.
Not really. So are you thinking like a spell you can cast as an instantaneous thing?
No, I'm saying any spell that you have the ability to cast as a ritual, you can imbue its effect into the talisman. So it like extends the ritual for that person for a period of time.
I don't think that's gonna work because a lot of like ritual spells aren't really meant to have that extended. I mean, Magic Mouth, Beast Sense, Skywrite, Silence, maybe.
I mean, something like Beast Sense would be good, but yeah, okay.
A lot of ritual spells, like when you cast them, they last a while.
Fair.
Like Meld into Stone is 8 hours. Phantom Steed is an hour.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
The idea that, however, the storing spells idea, because I know it's the, I think it's the Chronargy Wizard gets the ability to store a spell they can cast into a bead that can later be used by anyone who throws the bead. So, what we could do is... Right, what we could do is we could kind of extend the theft idea. The taking spells from other places. Now, bear with me.
Okay.
You pick a spell from the Druid or Cleric spell list that is of a level you can cast, and you imbue it into one of these bone charms, into one of these talismans. That spell, the spell has to have a casting range of self.
Put the Spirit Guardians down, Dragon.
And it can then be activated by whoever is wearing the charm as a bonus action.
That could be good.
Range of self or touch.
And that would... And you expend the spell slot when you make the talisman. The talisman's power only lasts until your next long rest.
I think maybe like you can make one... Maybe do like you can make one over a short rest and it lasts for 24 hours.
Okay. That's fair. That would work. What was I gonna say? What were I gonna say?
It doesn't have to be a spell you know. That's kind of what would make this crazy.
That would make it crazy.
Yeah.
There's an excellent question. Do druids or sorcerers get spirit guardians?
Well, I was thinking that's why I said druid or cleric, because I like the idea
druid
of putting.
Or cleric.
I said druid or cleric to get. I was thinking healing was kind of my thought, for self or touch.
I do feel like
some of this does
might
cause a problem because technically lightning bolt has a fucking range of self. What the fuck? Who wrote that down? Emanating from self.
Some people who got paid a lot more than us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's.
Yeah, that could be cool.
How is it? Yeah.
I mean, it would already increase in power because you're getting up to 5th level.
I'm looking at the Chronergy Wizard, who gets his ability at 10th level.
Yeah.
When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 4th or lower, you can condense the spell's magic into a mote.
Oh shit.
The spell is frozen in time at the moment of casting and held within a grey bead for an hour. This bead is a tiny object with an AC of 15 and 1 hit point and is immune to poison psychic damage. When the duration ends or if the bead is destroyed, it vanishes in a flash of light and the spell is lost. The creature holding the bead can use its action to release the spell within, whereupon the bead disappears. The spell uses the spell attack bonus and save DC. Use your spell attack bonus and save DC, and spell treats the creature. Release it as the caster for all purposes. Once you create a bead with this feature, you can't do it again until you finish a short or long rest. So,
this is
my thinking.
This is why I suggest restricting the range.
I think restricting the range is good, but yeah, I am unsure about potentially having 3 talismans at 19th level that can just go spirit guardians. Much as I love that idea. Based on concentration? I don't know. I mean, again, at 10th level, your Chronergy Wizard here can just do it. Once per long or short rest.
Yeah.
And it lasts for an hour, but it can just be released. And you get like any spell of 4th level or lower.
Yeah.
It doesn't scale beyond that, though.
Yeah, but it's one of those abilities that gets cited a lot in crazy build videos. Like giving your familiar a bead, telling it to crush it when it gets close and it casts Fireball.
Well, Hey!
Yeah?
How about that? The talisman allows you to cast the spell through the talisman wearer. Like they were a familiar.
Okay.
That would be cool. And that goes with the theme.
Okay. So, should it be a spell that you know, or one of the spells from your shaman runes to sort of build that in?
Yeah, I think you can take one of the spells from your shaman runes, and you can free cast it through, you can free cast it through that object, or in fact you can use one of your free casts of or even just one of your regular castings of your shaman runes, and you can cast it through. I think the thing that would make it really useful, actually, if we're saying that this is just one of the spells that you've learned and this is just a regular casting, but you get to do it through this, if you can cast any spell from your shaman runes as a reaction through the talisman. So if one of your buddies is getting attacked, you can use your reaction to go, lightning bolt, it's one of my shaman runes, go. Out that talisman.
Okay.
And it's different and unique and fun. And it keeps your ranger at range, which is also good.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you should probably also be able to see through the talisman.
That's a lot.
That's a familiar.
Yeah.
That's like very standard familiar territory.
You're basically just turning your friends into familiars.
Yeah, who you can't control, but you can like
Yeah.
see through them and cast a spell out of them.
I'll put that on at the end.
I just think partly I'm also saying it so that you can use your reaction without your ally being in eyesight.
That's true. I haven't included that. Maybe put a distance requirement on this, though. Maybe call it like 100 feet.
I don't know. I'm like, again, I feel like it's the kind of thing. It's not that powerful though in the grand scheme of things. Like, you're still using all the same resources you have, still using all the same spells you have. You're just casting something from a different location than yourself. And
you are casting it as a reaction, which is pretty good.
That's the powerful thing, is the reaction. So yeah, I think you can make the trinket, you can hang it on a person or an animal companion or whatever. You can see out it and you can cast a spell out of it But you can't control the creature, which you would be able to do if it was a familiar.
Yeah. So
admittedly,
how long should these talismans
when you cast how long should they last? I would say between long rests. I don't think it's a lot. I think they're meant to be temporary.
Yeah. Okay, so what I've got written down. By 7th level, at 7th level, you gain proficiency in woodworker's tools. You can spend a short rest creating a talisman and imbuing it with a spell from your shaman runes feature. As a reaction, you can cast the spell through the rune as if it were being cast by the creature wearing it. The spell uses your spell casting modifier for spell attack and save DC. Otherwise, the spell behaves as if the creature wearing the talisman was the caster. You can also see through the eyes of the creature wearing the talisman. The talisman loses its potency at the end of a long rest.
Yeah, I think that's valid because I'm looking at Find Familiar just now, which, in terms of the communicating with and casting spells through, Find Familiar range of 100 feet. That's fair.
I hadn't realized that was Shaman amulets because Bone Charm, cool as it is, restricts a little, and I want people to come up with whatever kind of charm this is.
Yeah, that's fair. They can be whatever kind of shaman they want to be.
Exactly.
This is while your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you can communicate telepathically. As an action, you can see through the familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of the next turn, gaining the benefits of any special senses that the familiar has. During this time, you're deaf and blind with regard to your own senses. Can't have more than one familiar at a time. And finally, when you cast a spell with a range of touch, your familiar can deliver the spell as if it had cast the spell. Familiar must be within 100 feet of you. And I think because we're not getting all of the benefits of a familiar, I think not having the distance thing isn't a huge.
I am going to do the blinding thing though.
That's wise. I think use if you can use your action to see through. And I think I would say you can see through the amulet more than you can see through I'm
gonna say eyes because otherwise it's gonna get complicated and there'll be bullshit that people can pull. I'll bet, yeah. Like
you're piggybacking along for the ride.
Yeah, you're borrowing.
Yeah. Dragon, that's what I was thinking, but Jay has overruled me for sake of complexity.
Yeah, because I think if you put the rune on the talisman, you're going to get a lot of people who are going to pull some bullshit by like putting them in places and
Hanging them off walls and
it
shit.
will cause a lot
would
of
do
arguments
that.
with DMs.
I would 100% hang one off like the entrance to like, you know, like if we're, you know, leave your lookout, hang your pendant from a lamp in a corridor and have one eye on it at all times.
This is why Rangers get the alarm spell.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm just going to scroll back up and have a look at Dragon's suggestions for a for a 3rd level spell when we get to level 9. Animate Dead, Bestow
That's
Curse,
very
Life
true.
Transference, Summon Undead, Spirit Guardian, Speak with Dead would all be cool. Like Spirit Guardian, I have a love of Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians is a phenomenal spell.
Because it's a truly bloody brilliant spell.
Yes.
And you wouldn't get access to it through the Shaman runes because it's a cleric only.
This is true. And it's legit. I'm like, yeah, Spirit Guardians is a thing that appears in lots and lots of kind of, you know, like pagan and ritualistic and shaman type texts, you know, ghosts of your ancestors, all that good shit.
Yeah, the only other thing I could think of would be summon Shadow
it.
Spawn or summon Lesser Demon or something.
I think that's going down the wrong route.
I think it is. I think it fits the theme, but also not as well.
Yeah, and I think you would need to have like an equivalent. He's got friends on the other side. In fact, yes. I feel like if it would be like alignment based though, like summon Lesser Demon if you're evil, summon Celestial if you're good type thing.
Nah, sod that.
Yeah, exactly. Spirit Guardians, neutral.
Spirit Guardians, yeah, Speak with Dead would be cool, but Spirit Guardians, baby. we do need to give him some kind of like offense.
You mean aside from access to the whole druid and sorcerer spell lists?
Yes.
With free castings?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Look, just because you get a free lightning bolt and a free call lightning, which by the way, call lightning, underrated, good fucking spell. Ooh, Spirit Swarm. Spirit Swarm. Wait, that's a spell? I don't know that one. That new?
I don't know that one.
Is that one of the new spells? Yeah.
It's the only thing I have an issue with Wikidot is that the search function is broken.
Oh, search function crap. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to use Google to use Wikidot.
Fortunately, yeah. Spike growth, Spirit Guardian, spiritual weapon. Yeah, I don't know where you're getting Spirit Swarm from.
Spirit Swarm 5e. Oh no, it appears on World Anvil. It's on D&D Wiki.
Was it?
Call Spirit Swarm.
Does it say what book it's from?
Let me just pull it on. No,
Not on the Wikidot.
Stormkeeper Ranger. D&D Wiki, Call Spirit Swarm, added 10th of July 2025.
Oh. Is it
Homebrew?
Is it one of the new Arthur Arcana spells?
It might well be.
That would explain it, because this wiki can sometimes be a bit slow to update.
Yes, 3rd level concentration.
also-
No, main page, 5e Homebrew, Spells Druid.
Ah, right, okay.
That's what it's come up under. Let me have a look on what's the one on World Anvil. Fifth level necromancy spell. System again homebrew. Yeah, it's a homebrew spell.
Okay, fair enough.
Fun homebrew spell, but homebrew.
Yeah. Well, we're at 11th level, so we need.
It's on
another
5e
ability.
tools.
That's weird.
That's
anyway.
crazy. I didn't think 5e tools had. Never mind.
We're at 11th level.
Yep.
We've gotten.
So now we need an ability.
Now we need an ability.
Do you have a feeling?
I have a couple of feelings. I think this should be where we can kind of add a little bit of martial back into the magic.
Fair.
Because we are still a half caster. While we're putting a lot of emphasis on the magic, I think we should still put a bit of magic into the might, as it were.
Fair.
And I think this is the point where you learn to imbue yourself with magical power.
Okay.
And I'm
What are you
thinking like taking on, like a lot of shamanism and a lot of, as far as I am aware, actual druidism is about like channeling animal spirits.
That's fair.
Hello, Very.
I would love some tea, thank you. Cool. My wife and my puppy came up to see me. Oh, she doing a big stretch.
Oh.
Heckin' big stretch. Oh, dear.
Oh, it's Grim
she is-
Hollow.
Oh, it's a Grim Hollow.
It's Grim Hollow.
Oh, nice.
That's what that makes sense. Grim Hollow did add a whole bunch of spells, and I never looked into them, despite the fact that I have played a Grim Hollow campaign. And I played a Ranger.
Oh.
Which, by the way, Rangers with the like hardcore traveling rules in Grim Hollow, they stand up. You really got to be careful with your spell slots, but they do stand up. Admittedly, I was playing a Swarm Keeper, so I had a good bit of utility there. The Swarm Keeper's
I
great.
foolishly thought that my laptop could manage the whole stream.
You not
It
plug it in?
cannot. It is it's an old laptop.
Tube.
I know. And in answer to your question, Neon, my puppy, she is a border collie, beardy collie cross, and she is a handful. She's great. I say puppy. She's 2.5 years old.
Always a puppy.
Always a puppy. She will always be my puppy.
Oh yeah, she is.
Yes.
That is a dog that I'm pretty sure could break the speed of sound.
She gets very, very excited when she meets new people.
Yeah. Her name is Lyra, and she's lovely.
She's great. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm thinking like some kind of spirit channeling ability for this.
Okay. I mean, I'm generally speaking in favor. That sounds good.
So, what's kind of bouncing around my head is maybe some kind of cross between the innate sorcery ability for the new sorcerer and the spell Tensor's Transformation. So
I don't know Tensor's Transformation.
It's a higher level wizard spell that basically turns you martial.
It just turns you martial.
Gives you extra attack, gives you a bunch of bonus HP, lets you attack with your spellcasting modifier. It's a pretty fucking deadly spell. It's like 6th or 7th level.
That'd be delightful. I
Tensor's
love it.
Transformation. It's a transmutation spell. 10 minutes. Yeah. You can't cast spells until it's done, but you get 50 temporary hit points, advantage on attack rolls with simple and martial weapons, an extra 2d12 force damage when you hit someone, proficiency with everything, proficiency in strength and con saves, and you get an extra attack.
That's pretty solid.
That's a really solid spell. However, it's a bitch to build around because it is 6th level.
Yep.
I am working on it.
Are you now?
So anyway, not this crazy in terms of like stuff, because we don't need to give the proficiencies. I don't think we should give the extra damage, or at least not that much. And we don't need to give extra attack because you already have extra attack at this level. First time pub food.
Pub
Goddamn.
food for the first time. Well, that's exciting.
But the
Advantage against like charm spells. That's fair.
but the
Word association is most of my life. Don't worry about it.
But the innate sorcery in the sorcerer's thing is the thing where it's like for a minute, you get advantage on all your sorcery spells and your DC increases. So I'm thinking you get the ability to enter a state for a minute where you can add your wisdom to your attacks or to your AC, and your spell save, you get advantage on spell attacks or like higher movement or something. Just something that gives you a bit more, like just a little bit martial to keep you in that kind of half-caster state.
I mean, that almost sounds like you want to go into like a kind of Blade Singer type deal.
Still,
like where you've got like you enter a state for a minute where you have advantage on concentration, an extra thing for your attacking in general, another thing for your defense.
I think it would be cool.
I agree.
Yeah.
So you want to do like a kind of like an enter a trance, a battle trance type deal.
Battle trance. Is a good way of saying it.
Yeah.
So we're thinking kind of Norse Berserker.
Okay.
You enter this heightened state of mind that increases your power.
Yeah. You get to, and during this time you get to add your wisdom modifier to your attack and damage rolls, your weapon attack and damage rolls.
For the next minute?
For the next minute. I mean, that's
10 rounds.
That's Blade Singers are a minute as well, I'm pretty sure.
Something like that.
Yeah.
For the next minute, you gain the following features. Because I do want to boost your spellcasting as well.
Okay. Fair. Let me tell you what Blade Singers get at this level, so that you know what you're comparing it to. So, basic Blade Song, you get an AC boost.
Yep.
You get a movement increase.
Yep.
You get advantage on dex, and you get a bonus to con saves for concentration. You add your intelligence modifier to your concentration checks.
Do want most of that. I don't give a damn about the dexterity thing, because you're a ranger, you already have proficiency in dex saves, so that's not really a problem.
Yeah. Okay, and that's lasts for a minute. You can use it a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. Regain all uses on a long rest. So that's standard Blade Song.
Yeah.
The additional stuff Blade Singer gets is, of course, the Blade Singer extra attack.
So that's the thing, is rangers don't get proficiency in wisdom saves, which is fucking stupid.
That is stupid.
So I might actually genuinely add that to an earlier thing, is like you gain proficiency. Because when do rogues get that? Yeah. Rogues get that as a standard ability, that like they get proficiency in wisdom saves at a later level. So I might add that onto something that's close to that, because it's stupid that rangers don't get proficiency.
It is stupid.
So what I think I might add is something like the Eldritch Knight's attack thing, where you can if you cast a spell as an action, you can attack as a bonus action.
Okay, that could be fun. And actually, let me just pull up the ranger spell list, because I realize I don't have it in front of me, which is silly. I should have pulled that up in front of me.
The samurai gets? I keep forgetting what the samurai gets at later levels, because I usually just kind of concentrate on the early level stuff. The samurai's cool. I like the samurai fighter.
The samurai is cool. I'd say I was looking through the fighter subclass list the other day, and I was not impressed.
I don't remember getting it. I know they get the advantage thing. They can like go into a state to get advantage on attacks, and you can sacrifice advantage to get extra attacks. and you get proficiency
Yeah.
with some tools. But I didn't remember that. Where's my copy of Xanathar's? Oh shit! Never mind. I wasn't hear anything.
God damn it, Jay.
Yeah, right at the start. Hell yeah. Let's leave the
terms
Arcane
of your
Archer alone.
good-
The Arcane Archer sucks.
I want to fix the Arcane Archer. That's another thing I want to do at some point because I love the concept. I love it so much. I want to fix the Arcane Archer.
No, you get proficiency in some skills. And
Conjure Barrage is an action. Elemental Weapon is an action. Flame Arrows is an action. Lightning Arrow. Oh, Lightning Arrow is a bonus action.
You can level 7. You can add your Wisdom to Persuasion checks, and you get proficiency in Wisdom saves. Fuck yeah, that's cool.
That is pretty fucking good.
Nice when, it is nice when fighters get out of combat abilities. So you're not
fucking
just
rare.
stacking dice waiting for combat. I've got a couple of. Oh yeah, sure.
What's the question, Neon?
What'd you get?
Ask.
Like that's ever stopped us.
If I were to make armor for a homebrew campaign based off the stats for padded armor, the AC is 11. That's
medium.
You're
armor.
if it's a medium armor, then it's 11 plus your dex.
It's medium. I'm trying to no. Padded armor, I think, actually is light armor, so it is 11 plus your dexterity modifier.
Yeah.
For medium armor, that would be whatever the rating says plus your dex to a maximum of 2.
Yep.
And then for heavy armor, it's just what it says on the tin.
Yep.
But padded armor is light armor, so you get to add your full dexterity modifier.
Absolutely.
Like that's Dragon, that's just how we roll. You know this. Anyway, other things. So, cast a spell, make a bonus action weapon attack, add your wisdom modifier to your attack and damage rolls. I'm not going to say the movement increase because you do get a movement increase as part of the base class with the natural explorer stuff, so I'm going to leave that alone. No, that wouldn't work. I was going to say if you hit a creature with a weapon attack, they gain disadvantage on saves against spells you cast, but that doesn't work with the order of operations that we've done here.
No, it does not.
That would be cool, though.
Because Rangers don't really have a focus on like spells that are an action or spells that are a bonus action. They have a reasonably good spread of both.
Their main thing is that there's a lot of concentration spells.
There are a bunch of concentration spells in there.
So we're going to add your wisdom modifier to concentration spells.
Concentration. Yeah. So.
No, we're not. Because in 2 levels on our version, you get that. So I'm going to say you can add your proficiency bonus to any checks you make to maintain concentration.
Alright. You want me to send you the text from the... No, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So, we're doing... You can cast a spell, and then immediately after you've cast a spell, you can make an attack.
Yep.
Do you want to specifically make it spells that are an action, the attack is a bonus action?
I have done that so far, yes.
Okay.
Because if you're doing it as an action, you can already just do 2 attacks as an action.
A bonus action spell.
Whatever the hell the bonus action spell is. Like.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's valid. So we've got that. We've got improvement to concentration checks. Do you want to do... I think increasing mobility and increasing AC are both good.
I'm going to leave the increasing mobility because that is, again, part of the base class. But an increase in AC is absolutely a thing.
So, blade singing, you just add your intelligence modifier to your AC.
Never mind then, because I was going to say, right, you have better armor proficiencies as a ranger.
Yes.
And I was going to say, because this is 9 levels after a blade singer would get blade song, we can go crazy with it and add the whole wisdom modifier. But you know what? Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Bladesingers get to do that at level 2.
Yep.
Um,
But they don't actually get any armor proficiencies, if I remember correctly.
no, they don't. And specifically, you can't use it if you're wearing medium or heavy armor, so you need to only be wearing light armor.
Wizards don't get proficiency in light armor. I don't think they do.
Yep. But if you multi-class, you can get
Yeah.
the proficiency in light armor. But I think most of the time with wizards, you're expected to be using it with like a mage armor as your spell.
Like the mage
of
armor
choice.
is the presumed thing for for Bladesingers. If only because mage armor is basically as good as the best light armor that you're gonna get.
Yeah. Aye. Because, yeah, right. So we've got AC bonus,
Yep.
concentration bonus,
Yep.
and attack after you cast a spell. I like all of those.
There is one last thing I want to fly by you.
I know there is. What is it?
Once during this trance, you can cast an action spell as a bonus action.
Feels difficult to keep track of.
I'm just saying that if you do it once per trance, then that's it. That's once. And that lets you keep up a pair of attacks and do a big spell.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm here for it. How many uses of our trance do we get?
Wisdom modifier per
Proficiency?
long rest?
Wisdom modifier per long rest? Yeah, let's do it. That's lower than proficiency per long rest, which is what the Bladesinger gets.
Oh, then let's do proficiency.
Yeah, alright. Proficiency per long rest. Let's go. Well then, I feel like... I mean, we've not got there yet because we've still got blimmin' a spell to pick for 13th level. But I do feel like our 15th level ability should be like a capstone for each of the things that we've done.
So,
Like,
enhance your shaman runes. Well, we've already got an enhancement for shaman runes because you're getting an extra 2 at 15th level, so that's...
Yeah, like the shaman runes does itself, but like we should do a capstone for the talisman and a capstone for the trance. I know what the capstone is for the trance because I'm literally just going to copy the one off Bladesinger.
Cool. Then we'll look at
Which
that later.
is add your intelligence modifier to the damage of your weapon attacks.
We already have that in.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh yeah, because I suggested it earlier, didn't I?
Yeah, we already did that.
Oh. Never mind. I pay so much attention.
This is why I write things down. Okay. 4th level spells.
4th level spells.
What was it the dragon suggested?
I don't know. Dragon, what did you suggest? You're our smart boy
Scroll back.
today.
I'll scroll back up. Anti-light. No, that was 5th level. Aura of Desecration, stroke Aura of Life. Death Ward, Shadow of Moil, Shadow Step, Spirit of Death. I like Aura of Life. Because it basically
Paladin spell.
It makes everyone within 30 feet of you pretty much impossible to kill.
Resistance to necrotic damage, hit point maximum can't be reduced. Non-hostile creature, living creature regains 1 hit point when it starts its turn in the aura.
Like
That's It's okay.
It
Like
negates death saves. It does completely negate death saves passively.
If you're within 30 feet.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good.
That's good. The rest of it's all right.
Yeah. I do feel like because this is still probably a rear line fighter.
Yeah. Like you've got a bit more.
You could be front line if you want to, but
yeah, like you have the possibility to do that variable thing. Like you have variety.
Was Death Ward one of the other ones you said?
Death Ward was one of the ones he suggested, yeah.
I suppose that's that on like a smaller scale.
I mean, Death Ward is more about... Wait. Oh, yeah, no.
Well, in that case, they never drop to 0. They just stop at 1.
No. Death Ward only works the first time.
Oh.
But it's not concentration.
This is true.
And they don't have to stay within 30 feet of you.
That's also true.
And it happens instantly, and also at the beginning of the turn, so...
What?
Shadow of Moil is an interesting one. Because, yeah. Flame-like shadows wreathe your body until the spell ends, causing you to become heavily obscured to others, which is really good, because it means that like a lot of things will have difficulty hitting you. Shadows turn dim light within 10 feet of you into darkness, and bright light in the same area to dim light. Until the spell ends, you have resistance to radiant damage. In addition, whenever a creature within 10 feet of you hits you with an attack, the shadows lash out at that creature, dealing it 2d8 necrotic damage.
I mean, I like that, particularly because it's basically Hellish Rebuke, but without burning your action economy.
Yep. And, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good concentration spell.
That's a good concentration spell, and I think it would fit the half-caster thing we've got going on. Because it means that if you do still want to add... if you do want to still get up close and personal with people, you have that extra layer of protection added on to your already pretty fucking dangerous setup with Battle Trance.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Shadow of Moil is a good one.
What was Shadow Step and Spirit of Death?
We have Elemental Bane. Ooh, actually, yeah, Elemental Bane might be fun.
You do, as a ranger, get a couple of elemental spells, to be fair.
You do, and especially when you're picking shit from Sorcerer list.
That's very true, because you suddenly get Chromatic Orb.
You get Chromatic Orb, you get Lightning Bolt, you get Fireball, you get a whole bunch of shit. But Elemental Bane is really good for, like, taking... Because, you know, we've talked about the Ranger, and it's like, no, you pick one guy, and it's fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Elemental Bane is very good for that. Because you choose one creature you can see, pick an elemental damage type, succeed if they fail a con save, the first time they get hit by the chosen type, they take an extra 2d6 damage off that type, and they lose any resistance to that damage type.
And it's each turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it's further stacking damage.
Yeah.
And you can remove resistances, which actually could be
removing
pretty good.
of resistance,
particularly
rips.
Given you've already got your abilities to, study your enemies.
Yeah.
As a ranger.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
So I think
actually, that's really good. I like that. Elemental Bane has my
And
vote.
Rangers don't get it. Druid,
no, they don't.
Warlock, Wizard, Artificer. Artificers get it.
This is why we're putting the world to rights.
Yep. Elemental Bane. Right, 15th level.
We are always happy to give our opinion.
Yeah,
Leon.
sure. What's your opinion, Diamond?
We've got 19 minutes. Let's go.
We give our opinions whether you like it or not.
We do indeed.
Yep.
For my homebrew hat, I was talking about is a hat of ooh-woo, which makes the user speak in the ooh-woo meme way.
God almighty.
Disadvantage on charisma rolls.
Yes, but unless they're talking to a tabaxi. Yes, we're Scott. All we do is give opinions and drink. That is all we do. That is our culture nailed.
You know what? I kind of like the idea that it gives. I like the idea that it gives disadvantage on the charisma rolls, except with like one specific sect.
Like, unless
woo people.
Oh, like unless you're talking. Okay, depending on how much you want. I'm assuming, like, I don't know if you're the DM for this campaign, but and whether or not you want to do this, but unless maybe give them disadvantage on charisma rolls unless they're talking to animals. Yeah, the stream finishes at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock local time.
Cool. If you want to speak in ooh voice for the animals, then give it disadvantage on talking to people, but advantage on animals, and the animals all talk in that voice as well. Because I think that would be
so funny.
That could, with the right group, be potentially hilarious.
Absolutely. Just got all of these little cats going, yeah, no.
And it's like, cool. I hate that. And maybe give it a cast of, maybe give it an inherent once a day cast to speak with animals to double down on that.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
We need to do.
Never to word the exact level of disdain I have for the uwu voice.
Fucking valid.
It's very valid. It's.
Oh, it makes my skin crawl sometimes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right. We need a 50th level ability.
I grew up in the 2000s anime community. It's a dark place.
Yep. Hey, if your players requested this, go all in. Go all in,
absolutely. Man. Because you have to give them what they want to the degree that they will regret it.
No. As a DM, one of the things you can really be is a genie. Grant their wishes in the most monkey's paw way you can.
It's a good feeling.
Do it.
Alright, 15th level
15th
then.
level. I don't think the capstone idea will work.
No, it won't.
So, we need some big magical thing. Okay. A special rune. You could do like a special shaman rune. Think of it like the warlocks. Think of it like the warlocks, eldritch not invocation. The fucking thing where they can cast higher than 5th level.
Like pick. Yeah, where they can cast higher than 5th level. Yeah. If you can perform a ritual, take 10 minutes to an hour, whatever it is.
Oh no, don't combine runes. That would get really complicated really fast.
Yeah. Yeah, like perform a ritual to take a spell of a higher level.
Yeah.
And imbue it into an object, and that's your time bomb.
I was thinking more imbue it onto yourself so that you can. This will let you let it scale up to 17th level, and it would let you cast a 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th level spell.
Okay,
Once.
Do you want to do it as like you inscribe it onto you, and it's like a temporary rune on your body that like disperses after you've cast it?
Yeah.
But it's a free casting.
Hey, Diamond, it's been great. We are here every Monday night, roughly. We try and be here every Monday night.
Absolutely.
Starting at 8 p.m. British time, because we're both in Scotland. It's been really great having you. Please come back.
Yeah, we like new people.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya. Enjoy your dinner. Yeah, so I'm thinking like a special, because, okay, we're at 15th level.
Yeah.
What are the full casters getting at this level? What
Oh, that's a
level
dangerous
spell
question.
are we looking at? There.
Gonna fucking make ourselves sad now.
Oh Jesus, they're already 8th level.
Yeah. They are big and they are scary.
Yeah. They're getting their 1 8th level spell slot.
Well, we're offering to get a free casting of a high level spell once per long rest.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I don't think we should get 9th level spells. Do warlocks get 9th level spells?
Oh yeah, they get 1.
They get 1. Damn.
They get 1 of each. They get 1 6th, 1 7th, 1 8th, and 1 9th.
I feel like we should get 1, and it should be like a spell up to 8th level.
Yeah.
And then just like that's the feature. You can inscribe that into your body as a one-off Blaze of Glory tattoo.
Yeah, because this is the thing: is if we do pick a spell, a 9th level, let them pick a 9th level spell from Druid or Sorcerer, they can pick Wish,
Yes, and that's
which lets you cast anything.
That's probably
at minimum.
yes. Yeah. And also, again, I think it's important that although we are compensating for being a half caster,
We are still a half caster.
yeah, we are not a full caster.
This is like a 3/4 caster that we made.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's good. I think that should be the intention.
1 spell up to 8th level from either the Druid or Sorcerer spell list. You can cast this spell once using this feature and cannot cast it again until the end of a long rest. I'm gonna say you can spend a day to change it, just to switch, just to give that extra kind of emphasis.
A day as opposed to
a
long rest?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it still takes the. I think it's the same. I think it's the same ritual to change it. So like you spend an hour, inscribing it type thing.
Well,
I don't think it takes a day to change it.
Well, it takes a long rest to change the base ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty simple.
Yeah.
So just have a quick
looking at
look.
anti-life shell and trying to remember how it works.
8th level. Get access
What
to
are we
a few
casting at
things.
8th level?
I mean, Earthquake.
That feels pretty good.
That's pretty fucking good because that's a Druid and a Sorcerer spell.
Yup.
The Horrible Way to Die spell. Yeah, we get the Horrible Way to Die spell.
Love that.
Abi Dalzim's Horrid Wilting if you want people to mummify, which is scary. Oh, you could get could you get Illusory Dragon? No, you couldn't. That's a wizard only. Oh, mate, you get Power Word Stun.
That's pretty good.
Power Word Stun is pretty good. It's pretty strong. Because you can just take someone out of the fight.
Yeah.
Could you get Mighty Fortress? No, you couldn't. Feeble mind.
Fuck off.
You can feeble mind someone because druids get feeble mind. Sorcerers don't.
I mean, I think that's good. I think that it's a thing that we can give ourselves if we want.
Yeah, you get like a really powerful thing that you can cast. It's simple, it fits the ability, and I'm going to call it Greater Shamanism.
Delightful.
So, 5th level spell.
I have just been looking at them and dragon suggestions.
So yeah. Anti-life shell, insect
which
plague, mass cure wounds, raise dead, and scrying.
I like scrying.
Scrying sounds good, and it seems to fit the deal because it is like you create a magical sensor to look at people.
Yes.
But
just as long as on the same plane as you, target must make a wisdom save, which is modified by how well you know the target and sort of physical connection you have. If the target knows you're casting the spell, it can fail the saving throw voluntarily if it wants to be observed. And then depending on, it gives you bonuses and stuff.
Yeah.
Successful save, target isn't affected. You can't use the spell again for 24 hours. Failed save, the target creates an invisible sensor within 10 feet of the target. See here through the sensor as if you were there. Sensor moves with the target, remaining within 10 feet for the duration. A creature that that can see invisible objects sees the sensor as a luminous orb. So yeah. You can also set it in a location. That, I like that, and if it's not that, I'm more for insect plague than any of the others.
Really? Raise dead seems kind of cool.
It does, but we haven't really engaged in that kind of like necromancy stuff otherwise.
No, we haven't.
And it doesn't feel like quite the right vibe.
No, you are right.
Yeah.
Druids get insect plague. They do. Druids and sorcerers get it.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Dream, maybe.
That could be cool.
Dream could be fun. And they wouldn't be able to get it through shaman runes.
Nice. Bard, Warlock, and Wizard.
Yeah, this is the one that Garen keeps trying to use to fuck with me. Commune. How do we feel about commune?
I was looking at Gias. What does commune do?
You contact your deity or a divine proxy and ask up to 3 questions that can be answered with a yes or no. You must ask your questions before the spell ends. You receive a correct answer for each question. Divine beings aren't necessarily omniscient, so you might receive unclear as an answer if a question pertains to information that lies beyond the deity's knowledge. In a case where
we haven't been working with divine beings.
No, but we are working kind of with spirits.
Yeah.
So divine proxy is kind of the thing what I'm thinking there.
Maybe. I'm not as sold on it as I am on Dream.
Yeah.
Or Scrying.
Well, there is commune with nature as well, which is a different thing.
Yeah, but that's a ranger spell.
Yeah, we do actually get that. Never mind.
Yeah, spirit talk. Friends on the other side.
Yeah. Circle of Power.
I'd have to say I don't even like that film. I genuinely think Princess and the Frog is a really bad film, and I think that it's really bad, particularly for the groups it represents.
I've never seen it.
I have a friend who loves Disney. She's not like mad crazy Disney adult, but like she has a passion for Disney. And when I said to her that I think that the opening 10 minutes of The Princess and the Frog is extremely racist, she was like, "What? No, it's lovely." And I'm like, I mean, that's fair, but that was why I found it even more disappointing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had an issue with it because it shows Louisiana during a time kind of just after black people were property. You know, we've just post-slavery.
Yeah, it's not a good time.
Not much post-slavery.
Anyway, Chris, sorry.
And
3 minutes.
Sorry. Oh yeah, we've only got 4 minutes.
3 minutes. How do you feel
3
about
minutes.
Circle of Power?
I can't remember what Circle of Power does.
Paladin-only spell. Energy radiates from you, distorting and diffusing magical energy within 30 feet of you. Until the spell ends, the sphere moves with you, centered on you. For the duration, each friendly creature in the area, including you, has advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. Additionally, when an affected creature succeeds on a saving throw made against a spell or magical effect that allows it to make a saving throw to only take half damage, it instead takes no damage if it succeeds on the saving throw.
Stunning spell. I love it.
Let's go for it. Let's use it.
Yeah. And about 60 years after isn't long enough. That's still in living memory,
Yeah.
Dragon. And this is kind of where my thing is. So like the opening of Princess and the Frog, you have a bunch of white landowners in Louisiana and a bunch of black servants. Very clearly class divide. The white people own all the land. The black people work for the white people. And the black people are happy. Singing about how great their lives are happy. Like real happy about working for the white man.
Right.
And I have an issue with that. So that's my issue with the opening of Princess and the Frog. And then the rest of it has a whole bunch of other issues.
Hey,
But
Chris,
yeah,
you
that
want
was my problem with it.
Let's cap this off by adding one final cool thing about the Ranger we just made.
Yes, let's bring it back to that.
Yeah. With the final ability we gave it, you can turn into a dragon!
Polymorph?
Draconic Transformation.
Oh! That's a thing.
7th level spell. From
Beautiful.
Fizban's Treasury of Dragons. It is both a druid and a
Course it
sorcerer
is.
spell, so you can just go for it.
Okay, I love that. I'm very here for that.
Blind Sight, Breath Weapon, and Flight. And with the Shaman runes, yeah, you could just take Polymorph, because it's only a 4th level spell.
That is excellent. See, I really like this class. I think we've done it, Jay. I think we've done it.
I think we've genuinely done something pretty good here with the Shaman Ranger. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. We'll be
Absolutely.
here next Monday. Is currently the
I
plan.
won't be here next Monday. I meant to say to you.
You won't be here next Monday? Fuck.
No, I'm working.
All right, I might
I'm
do a
directing it stage to page.
I might
get
do
to
a
do
solo
some
thing.
actual
Okay.
theatre work.
I might do a solo thing next Monday. See what
Okay.
stage my fucking head's in. But yeah, this is the Shaman Conclave Ranger. I will put the PDF up on my Patreon. That's Jonathan David Honey on Patreon. You can it'll be there for free once I do the fancy PDF. You can find all of our previous stuff there. You can find all of our previous streams at the Brothers Honey on YouTube.
On YouTube.
YouTube.
Yep.
You can follow me on Twitter at JonathanHoney4. Pretty much the only thing I ever post is the announcement for these streams because Twitter is a hellhole.
Yep.
So there's that, but it'll tell you when the stream's around. You can follow my games company, Old Alliance Games. That's AULD_games on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Blue Sky. We've been a little lax on the posting recently, but I promise you we are working on stuff. We will be back in the saddle soon. You can find Chris
And
on
you
Instagram at Chris Honey
Yeah.
Actor.
At Chris Honey Actor. Yeah, just perceive me if you want. It's
on
fine.
Instagram.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
we good?
Yeah, I'm working on a Discord because I've got a few things lining
It is
up.
gonna happen, Dragon. I promise. He's so sorry of disappointing you.
Yeah, I've got a few
Every
things that I'm going to be working on, and one of those will involve creating a Discord.
You heard the dragon.
I promise you I'm working on it, and it will have extra things not just related to the streams. I have fun ideas.
Yeah,
love you
we
too,
love
Dragon.
you too.
Thank you for being here pretty much every time we come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be around next week. Probably won't be doing D&D stuff. I might be playing video games.
Who knows?
More than likely. Yeah, bye-bye!
Bye.